Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the last part of same series. Well, I'm Waqar Ahmed, and in today's video, I'm gonna discuss future perfect continuous or progressive tense category, just to finish our series of the tense categories. So, what is present simple? You have learned. What is past simple? You have learned. What and you have even learned what future simple, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous as well. So we are now going to learn future perfect continuous or progressive. Well, what is future perfect continuous or progressive? It is tense category, as you know. Why do we use it then? We use it for the ongoing actions or situations or ongoing activities ending at a particular time in the future. We use future perfect progressive or continuous for ongoing activities, for actions or situations ending at a particular time in the future. This is why we use future perfect progressive or continuous. So as usual, let's move towards parsing the structures, right? So here is the first one structure, which is affirmative. And in affirmative, what you put the first is subject. After subject, you have to put will, since this tense category belongs to future as well. And as I mentioned in one of my previous future categories, that you have to use will in all the future categories, regardless of which, whether it is perfect, continuous, or simple, because will is necessary to be used in the future categories. Moving ahead, after will you have to put there have. No has, no had. Had is 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 understood by many people that this is the past form and can't be used, but you don't have to use has as well. This can be misused by many English learners. So only have in future. Subject plus will plus have plus been. Been I have mentioned in my previous perfect continuous categories why we use it in one of the categories, not in both. Why we use been. This is the third form of is mr. Is mr first form, was were second form, been third form, and been is fourth form. After been you have to put the verb. Verb is in fourth form. You have to use the verb, main verb, in fourth form, which name is present participle, right? Present participle or fourth form you can say as well. It is also known by the name of first form plus ing, which is in my knowledge not correct to say, and I have proved this reason why it's not correct in one of my previous categories. Well, plus extra word, and keep that in mind, there are many verbs in English which are non-progressive, which can't be used in ing. Having said that, they can be used in ing, but their meanings are different then, right? But they are non-progressive verbs. They cannot be used in ing. Sometimes they can be, but their meanings are different when they are used in ing, right? And I'm gonna inshallah do a video lesson on that as well, which non-progressive verbs are. Now, next one, this was affirmative. Moving towards the negative. Subject, obviously you are going to keep all the parts of the structure the same, with the exception of additive. And the additive is only not to show negation. To show the negation you have to use their not, right? And rest of the words are the same. Now moving towards interrogative. In interrogative, what you really do is you have to put auxiliary verbs or helping verbs at the beginning of the sentence. So have I, right? I have put the will then plus subject plus have. After have I have written been plus been. Even here you have to use, I have written fourth form here, and now I am writing here P dot P, that might stand for present participle. You don't have to confuse with past participle because the shortened abbreviated form of past participle would be the same, but this is present participle, and even here you have to use present participle, right? Plus where was I guess I was here. Subject plus been plus have plus been plus verb in present participle form of the verb you have to use, or in fourth form, plus extra word or object, but they are both slightly different as I have mentioned before as well. Now I have written two example sentences with our today's category. Now the first one I want to look at, which is she will have been phoning you for 2 days. It's not complete yet. By the end of the week, now it gets completed. So here what I'm stating is she'll have been phoning you. This is one clause with including this for 2 days. After that, by the end of the week, this is a phrase. Now by this time, by the end of this week, she'll have been phoning you for 2 days. So it will have been about 2 days since she will have been phoning you. When? By the end of the week. And here you can look back our usage of future perfect continuous, or definition of future perfect continuous or progressive, right? Now second example that I have taken for our today's video lesson is by the time when you come to me, now this was a first clause, second, I will have been sleeping for 10 hours. So I'll have been sleeping, my sleeping will be in progress, right? But the one thing that I have mentioned is for 10 hours. My sleeping, act of sleeping will have been continued up for 10 hours. Here, when will it happen actually? It will happen when you come to me. This is the time when my sleeping will have been in progress for 10 hours. Right? I can make one more verbal example for you. I'll have been teaching you for 10 days by this Sunday. So by when the Sunday comes, it will have been 10 days since I would start teaching you. Next example sentence with today's category. Or let's change the subject. We won't have been playing cricket for 30 days by the end of the year. So these were two. Actually, the example sentence that I have made verbally, the second one was negative. It was not affirmative, right? So I hope you have understood the much we have discussed in today's video lesson. Well, that is the point where we finish our this first 10 series categories, and inshallah now we are going to continue our firstly left part, which was on parts of speech. If you have any question, feel free to post your question below in the comment section. Apart from that, I would like to now depart you. So inshallah, gonna do the upcoming video lessons as well for you. Till then, stay tuned, take care, and Allah Hafiz.